Hello everyone, welcome back to the ultimate series of data science. In this video, we will going to discuss about data preparation. So data preparation means cleaning and transforming our data. Data preparation is a critical step in data science process because it involves cleaning and transforming your data because it provides data accuracy, consistency and usability. Let's discuss all the techniques for effective data preparation by using Python. So, how to add an index field using Python? So, an index field provides a unique identifier for each row in a data set. It helps to organize and manage data efficiently. So, there are many ways to add an index field using Python. Let's see a practical approach to do this. You can see here, I import pandas package spd and we can pass a in data frame method like name and age. And I use index to print all of these things and I save it and run it. So you can see here that the name, age and index will be printed as 0, 1, 2. I hope you understand it. So our next topic is how to change misleading field values using Python. So first step is to identify the issue. So you need to identify field values that are incorrect, inconsistent or misleading. This could involve typos, inconsistent formatting or values that don't align with the data type. Second one is to apply corrections. Use Python conditional statements and string manipulation technique to replace the misleading values with the correct or consistent one. And third one is validate changes. After making corrections, validate the changes were applied correctly by inspecting the data frames or running tests. Let's discuss it practically. You can see that I import pandas library spd and I pass data frames values status like active, inactive, unknown or active. Then I replace status with unknown and active and print the df. Then save it and run it. So you can see here that the status is print in the order 0, 1, 2, 3 and you see that the unknown is replaced with inactive. I hope you understand the concept of missetting field values. Without any further delay, let's move to our next topic. So, re-expressing category field using Python. So mainly there are three steps to handle this task. First one is on-hot encoding. So this technique converts category variables into numerical ones by creating a binary column for each unique category. This allows machine learning model to process the data. Second one is label encoding. Another approach assigns a unique numerical value to each category. This can be useful for ordinary data where the categories have a natural order. And third one is dummy variables. Similar to on-hot coding, dummy variables create separate columns for each category, but they only include one value for the relevant a category and 0 for the others. Let's understand it practically. You can see here that I import panda library and pass gender as male, female, female and male. Then I use map function to consider male as m and female as fem. Then I print the df. So I will save it and run it. You can see here output that MFFM will be print on the screen. I hope you understand the concept of re-express. So our next topic is standardizing numeric fields using Python. So what is the purpose of standardizing numerical fields? So standardization ensures that all numerical fields are on same scale, reducing the influence of variables with large ranges or machine learning models. So their popular methods include z-score normalization and mixed match scaling. These techniques transform the data to have a specific mean and standard deviation or a specific range. So what is the benefits of using standardization? So standardization enhances model performance, particularly for algorithms sensitive to feature scales such as k-nearest neighbors and support vector machine. Let's understand it practically. You can see here that I import standard scalar and import pre-processing from standard scalar and also I import pandas library spd. So in data frame we see that height is 160, 170, 180, 190 and we create a object of standard scalar class, and then we call fit transform method of height, then run it. It will take some time. You can see here that 160, 170, 180, the NEC standardization is will print here. So I hope you understand it. So our next topic is identifying outliers using Python. So there are three steps to identify outliers. First one is understand outliers. So outliers are data points that deviate significantly from the overall pattern of the data. They can indicate errors, unusual events, or legitimate data that needs special handling. Second is detection technique. Various methods can be used to identify outliers, including box plots, z-scores, and interquartile range IQR methods. Third one is handling outliers. Depending on the context and the reason for the outlier, you may choose to remove it, replace it with a more representative value, or adjust the analysis method to account it for its influences. Let's do it practically. You can see here that I use z-score method to identify outlier. So I import NumPy library, pandas library, and import scipy and stats from scipy. And this you can see the data frame values has 10, 20, 30, 1000 and 50, and I calculate the z-score. If the z-score is not printed, it will print empty on the screen. Then save it and run it. You can see here output that this print empty data frame and columns value and index is empty. So I hope you understand the z-score method. So our next topic is how to handle missing data by using Python. So there are mainly three steps to handle missing data. First one is identify missing values. So pandas provides two functions like is null and not null, which detect whether the data is missing or not. Second one is understand the cause. It's important to understand the reason for missing values. Are they missing at random, or is there a systematic pattern behind their absence? So the second method understand the cause, that if the value is missing at randomly or there is a or